What up, guys? Okay. Today is August 15. This is your boy, Crypto Alchemist. And, I'm one of the founders of creating Alphaverse. I'll be talking about some crypto news today. I'll be talking about what's our favorite layer 1s and layer 2s right now in the crypto markets. What are some hot narratives? And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask below and I'm trying to answer them. But let's go over some Bitcoin analysis first. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting around 29,278. This is my chart I'm looking at. I'm looking at the weekly for Bitcoin. I do see us potentially we have a falling wedge. As you can see, we have this big trend line right here. We have a resistance right here. This is forming a rising wedge, which is bearish. Eventually, I think it will come back down to $20,000. But I do see in the next two to 3 weeks, we could have a pump up to about 35,000, as I think that will be the high for Bitcoin for the year. I do see, hopefully we can get a catalyst. I know potentially tomorrow, August 16th, Grayscale, GPTC, their lawsuit with the SEC will settle and we'll get hopefully some big news tomorrow. And hopefully that we can actually pump Bitcoin and we actually get some regulatory clarity for Bitcoin. So that's not much news around Bitcoin. We're still waiting for a Bitcoin ETF. We do have bad news, potentially, that the SEC has delayed their Bitcoin ETF approval until early 2024. So we have to wait like 3 or 4 more months. So hopefully we get some other news can give us, one final pump to $34,000 this year. And then I will be taking heavy profits and I'll just go into stablecoins, most likely. Stock market down 0.8%. Does not look good for today or this last 3 weeks has been pretty bloody. As you guys know, Michael Burry from the Big Short has been shorting the stock market. It does not look good as we are heading towards the end of the year and potentially a recession. DXY is actually turning bullish, which is kind of bearish for Bitcoin. We have this falling wedge, and according to my chart, we are breaking out of this falling wedge. So this could be bearish for Bitcoin. Gold has been declining in the last 4 weeks, and it has broke trend line. Most likely, we're going to hit the 100 weekly moving average. My bad. Oil, another good macro asset, has broke out of the falling wedge, and we got a little correction on the weekly. So moving on. If you guys didn't see the new token that got launched today, Sai, which I'm very bullish on, but I would not be buying Sai right now. It is got launched with KuCoin and a bunch of other crypto exchanges. The FDV is sitting around 1.7 billion, which is kind of disgusting. Market cap is 320 million. It is ranked 113 according to CoinGecko. I do love what they're building. That it is built on Cosmos. It's kind of a layer 1 protocol on Cosmos. They have a lot of applications being built. It's one of the fastest layer 1s in the market in terms of TPS. Like I said, they're better than Solana, incredible, way better than Ethereum, Bitcoin. They're trying to be kind of the NASDAQ and trying to build this all-in-one crypto exchange on top of Sai. A lot of Cosmos applications that was built on Luna has migrated over to Sai, and they have a lot of applications building up, specific around trading and investing. They have some big investors as well. Right here, Multicoin Capital, Jump Crypto, Delphi Digital, Coinbase. So definitely some big investors and institutions backing this project. I would start buying if it gets down to maybe 10 cents, which looks like according to KuCoin, that's when it first launched. So I'll be patient with this one, but definitely keep an eye out for the weeks and months as I'll be potentially investing in this token. If you guys don't know, we do Alphaverse. We do have a Discord page. I'm gonna do a /shill. Buy one of our NFTs on OpenSea. It's only 125 Matic tokens. When you buy this NFT membership pass, you'll be able to join our Discord page, and you'll be getting all our daily news. What projects we're investing in. Looks at our investment portfolio, our investment thesis. We got different DAOs. And we're gonna be changing the business model in our DAO. So keep out on some more potential news around what we're building for Alphaverse. So some more crypto news for today, and Stellar invests in MoneyGram. I do think this is a big use case for Stellar and for crypto overall. Basically, MoneyGram is a remittance platform that you're able to send dollars to anywhere around the world. How MoneyGram utilizes Stellar is basically you can go to any MoneyGram location, you can deposit your US dollars, and you can get USDC in return. There is zero fees when you get USDC, and once you get USDC on Stellar, then you're able to transfer those USDC anywhere around the world. Also, it works backwards. I can go to any MoneyGram location. If I have USDC in my wallet, I can turn those into US dollars cash. So it's a good on and off ramp on Stellar. Going down to crypto news. This is a good podcast by MasterCard. Had a blockchain. They are actually building out their own permission blockchain and trying to connect stablecoins, CBDCs, all in one platform. So MasterCard's getting really big, and as well as Visa, really big into crypto and stablecoins, and hopefully get that mass adoption that we've been waiting for. Delphi Digital, co-founder, which I really highly respect them. That said, it's early stages of the crypto market of this new cycle. Coming down. Let's see here. Compound, which is a DeFi protocol, goes live on Base. I think I am bullish on Base. I think it is going to be, just because Coinbase has a lot of money backing it. It was one of the best crypto exchanges. I think Base could be a big winner in the layer 2. Let's see. Prem Trust, which is a big custodian. Used to be a big custodian. Just filed bankruptcy. Kind of bearish for the crypto markets, but I know that the crypto community has been anticipating this for a long time. So I don't think there's going to be any fallouts or any crypto bankruptcies from this. PayPal just hired a new CEO. As you guys know, PayPal launched their own stablecoin last week. It is on PayPal mobile app, and it will be launched onto Venmo pretty soon. I know the CEO talked about listing the PayPal stablecoin on crypto exchanges, and it also wants to get into some DeFi protocols as well. So that's a new development for PayPal. And I think that is all for crypto news. Pretty slow this week. Not much going on. Kraken's looking for a second venture fund seeking $100 million. Let's see what's happening on Cointelegraph. QCP Capital is read about potentially Bitcoin going to 34K, and that's what I have in my charts. Again, let me go back to Bitcoin. I do see us going maybe 34, 35 if we can get a bullish catalyst. If not, it could get ugly and we could go down 20,000. RSI, we're all holding trend line. We got a big move coming, boys and girls. In the next couple of weeks, we should have a big move. So let me just go back to this article one more time. And QCP Capital, again, they have the same chart I'm looking at, a rising wedge. And, they also talk about potentially going up to $34,000 as resistance. So, main thing in this video, what are my top layer 1 protocols? Like in my, in the title of the video, my top 3 layer 1s are Ethereum, Stellar, Cosmos. Those are my top 3, and I'll tell you why. And I'll go over, some other ones I'm looking at, some layer 2s, and I'll basically, tell you, this is basically the whole crypto ecosystem, the whole crypto infrastructure. So before I go over layer 1s, I'm going to go over Bitcoin first. I do like Bitcoin. It is going to be digital gold, I think, potentially. The only problem I don't like about Bitcoin is A, it is slow. 2, there's not much applications built on the platform protocol. I know Bitcoin ETF by BlackRock is bullish, but for me as a user, as an investor, I want to see. I'm a tech investor, so I want to see usability. I want to see, is people actually using Bitcoin? Is people actually building Bitcoin? One thing about Bitcoin that is bullish is the Lightning Network. Strike, which is the number 1, I think, application on the Lightning Network on Bitcoin. It's basically a remittance platform. You actually send US dollars or African currencies or in Latin American currencies. So Strike is a great application. MicroStrategy, which is also invested in Bitcoin, is also building an application on Lightning Network. Blockstream is kind of a development platform on Bitcoin. Stacks is kind of a layer 2 that you can actually build applications, and not really exciting, to be honest. I don't really see that many exciting applications built on Stacks. As you know, El Salvador is becoming a Bitcoin hub. You got BlackRock, you got Grayscale, Fidelity, all launching a Bitcoin ETF potentially. But the most bullish thing for Bitcoin, in my opinion, is Square, Cash App. This is the one thing that's helping Bitcoin, could help Bitcoin get mass adoption. Is Jack Dorsey from Square, from Block, they're all building a thing called Web5, basically a new digital identity system as well as a new decentralized exchange. They're all trying. The Cash App is trying to be your main neobank for Bitcoin, and this is supposed to be launching towards the end of 2023. So keep an eye on that. That could help Bitcoin become one of the main winners. So moving on, some Web3 industry players. You got Great Galaxy Digital, which is basically a hedge fund and mainly for helping institutions get into crypto. As well as DCG Group, DCG, CoinShares, Bitwise, Consensus. Consensus is basically a development company that builds stuff on Ethereum. So, why am I bullish on Ethereum, Stellar, and Cosmos? So this is my investment thesis. My investment thesis is Ethereum will be the main public blockchain. With Ethereum, you have EVM. I think EVM will be the standard of building your own blockchain if you want to. EVM will, in my opinion, is kind of the HTTP of the internet, and I think EVM will be the main blockchain, standard. So, as it can be interoperability with other EVM chains. So, how this works will be your MetaMask wallet. it will all be, if you build something on EVM, you can go from, as an application, I can go from Avalanche and Clayton and Hedera, and so it's just very easy to just run standard. You don't have to do cross chain. You don't have to worry about bridges. So I do think EVM will become the standard, as well as layer 2s for Ethereum. As you can see, you got Polygon, WorldCoin, Arbitrum, Optimism, you know, Immutable X, Linear, Base, Celo. You have some ZK Knowledge layer 2s. So everything in the yellow right here, all the ones that has not launched the token yet, and the node that should be launching the token soon. So yeah, just layer 2s on top of Ethereum is bullish. Just makes it more scale, more faster with transactions. And I know that a lot of applications is migrating from Ethereum onto these layer 2s. So like I said, I think Ethereum's main use case will be DeFi. All the main DeFi protocols is built on Ethereum basically. Like Uniswap, you got MakerDAO, you have Aave, Compound. So I think Ethereum will be the standard for DeFi. As well as NFTs potentially. NFTs still is new. We still haven't seen, the full use case, the full potential what NFTs can offer, including gaming, including membership passes, e-tickets. So there's a lot of potential around NFTs. I don't know if Ethereum will be the main infrastructure for NFTs. That's still yet to be seen. Moving on to Stellar, right? Stellar, the second layer 1 winner. Stellar, in my opinion, will become the main remittance protocol, open source protocol that basically any fintech company like Cash App, like PayPal, like Venmo will be able to transact with any Web3 wallet, like MetaMask, like the Rainbow wallet, like the Mu wallet. So basically, you'll be able to send and receive stablecoins, crypto assets, all on Stellar because it is fast, because it has cheap fees. So if I go to the Stellar blockchain, they do have a lot of partnerships, including MoneyGram, like I said, that really focused on USDC. So USDC I think is the killer use case. Stablecoins is a killer use case, and I think USDC will become one of the main standard, if not the standard, for stablecoins. So as you know, cross-border payments is a killer use case for stablecoin, for blockchain technology and crypto. That do have a lot of fintech companies using Stellar right now, including, let me go to, where is it at? Stellar. So right now you have MoneyGram, you have Bitso and Macedo Bitcoin, which is built on Stellar. It's from Latin America. It's a crypto exchange, and basically these two are able to send USDC from Latin America over to United States. Very seamless, very fast. So, as well as Franklin Templeton and Wisdom Tree are two institutional platform that also building on top of Stellar. As you guys know, one of my favorite projects is Villa Protocol right here. It's also building their remittance platform on top of Stellar. Villa Protocol, if you guys haven't done any research, look into it. They're building this all-in-one ecosystem with a decentralized exchange with real-world assets. They're building a remittance platform on top of Stellar where you're able to send remittances from, trying to partner up with all these different fintech companies and wallets. For example, I can transfer money from United States to Europe from my PayPal account to my Cash App account, all seamless without bypassing the whole SWIFT system. So what are my other layer 1 protocols? So I do like these two, Hyperledger and R3 Corda. They are permissioned blockchains though, and that don't have their own tokens. So you can't really invest in Hyperledger or R3 Corda. They basically, I do think banks are going to build their own blockchains. I think institutions, as well as central banks, will build their own blockchains. It won't be built on Ethereum. It won't be built on Stellar. It won't be built on Cosmos. It won't even be built on Ripple. I know there's gonna be a lot of XRP haters out there, but central bank digital currencies are coming, CBDCs, and it will be built on R3 Corda or Hyperledger. There's already a lot of banks like Japanese banks and South Korean banks all being built on either Hyperledger or R3 Corda. I didn't even talk about Cosmos yet. So my third favorite blockchain I like is Cosmos. Cosmos will be the main interoperability blockchain, and it will help provide more cross-chain applications. With Cosmos, there will be the whole app chain thesis. Whether you want an application to build your own blockchain. So if I move down here is Cosmos. What I like in terms of the whole Cosmos ecosystem, as you can see, you have Axelar, Psi, Injective, Archway, Neutron, Osmosis, Astroport, Mars, and then you have Terra and Luna. So I do think there could be potentially the whole app chain thesis. I think Psi will probably be the main winner out of the Cosmos ecosystem, as they have a lot of applications, a lot of partners, and it could actually potentially build this all-in-one decentralized exchange. The only problem I have with the Cosmos ecosystem is the wallets. There's not really a good user experience, in my opinion, using Cosmos. Terra Luna had a great user experience with the Terra Station and able to, make it very easy to get users on board, be able to use, Anchor Protocol, Astroport. The fact that you had Terra Swap and the Terra Station made it so easy and, affordable. Hopefully Psi will be able to do that. It'll be interesting to see what the wallet system is all about. Just make it very easy. So, like I said, I like Ethereum for DeFi. I like Stellar for remittances and cross-border payments, as well as fintech companies building on top of Stellar. And I like Cosmos for the whole app chain thesis, specifically Psi, as could be built around the decentralized exchange. Like I said, I do like Hyperledger and R3 Corda. I'm going to be really focused on banks and the CBDCs going forward. Lastly, Aptos and Sue, the other new kid in the block. It's too early to tell whether or not they are going to be one of the main winners. They have a lot of money backing it. I know A16Z and all these big investors have put a lot of money into it, so I'm kind of iffy about it. Matrix, if you guys don't know, it is one of the big artificial intelligence companies out of Hong Kong that have been building since 2017, and I think that I do think that'd be one of the main winners for layer ones. Their artificial intelligence is very, very fast. They have a lot of different use cases around artificial intelligence. So I do think, and Matrix is very cheap. If I go over to the market cap real quick, I do like Matrix as a long-term play. 7 million market cap. FTV is only 18 million. It is still kind of longer term. They're still building out the AI. Of course, there's still risks, whether or not they actually can build this thing out. That we're talking about actually connecting AI with their brain waves, just like the movie Matrix, and actually upload your human brain, upload to the internet. It's kind of similar what Elon Musk is building with Neuralink. So just keep an eye on this project. I know if you go to the roadmap, project update. 95%, all getting ready to. That's just phase 1 for Matrix 3.0. So yeah, I do like this project. A lot of risk still, but it's good risk reward in my opinion. Lastly, Solana. I don't know. I don't know about Solana yet. It's still too early to tell. I know that was one of the big winners in the last bull market. That do have great applications. If I go over to, where is it at? Right here. That do have a lot of good applications. Including, you have the ones that just launched the Sega phone. So they're trying to make it very seamless and easy to adopt, get people into the Solana ecosystem. You have Solana Pay. The two main applications I would say is Helium and HiveMapper on Solana. Helium's trying to build kind of a new decentralized internet. HiveMapper is kind of trying to build a new mapping system. You have Render, which is a GPU company. I do give Solana the benefit of the doubt because they're exploring this whole new Web3 ecosystem, new Web3 applications. They all have, Solana is one of the fastest blockchains, very cheap fees. I don't think they're going to be one of the winners for DeFi. So the Solana is trying to figure out what is Solana going to be what is the main thing that Solana is trying to build? It potentially could be NFTs and gaming. Like I said, very cheap, very fast, but still very early to see. They do have two great DeFi applications. I'll give them that. Is Drift Dex, which is a pub Dex on Solana. Very fast, very cheap. That's some very cool things. What Drift is building. And the lastly is UXD protocol, which is a stablecoin that's on the Solana ecosystem. So these two protocols are the best DeFi projects on Solana, in my opinion. So going back, Cosmos, we got privacy protocol. I don't want to go too deep into this, but Aleo, keep an eye on them. It's another layer 1. They could be using ZK technology, could be big. EVM, again, you have Definity, Avalanche, Clayton. It's still kind of early whether or not if these even needs to exist. As you can see, I love Villa Protocol. Again, this is one of my long-term plays. Layer 2s, I think the main layer 2 I like is Polygon. They're trying to build everything with ZK technology, and I do think Polygon will be one of the main winners. The one thing I do want to touch on before I'm going to leave you guys for today is cross-chain and my whole thesis. I do think cross-chain has big potential as we're going to live in this multi-chain world. And so two exciting projects I like, the token has not been released yet, is Layer 0 and Wormhole. These two, if we think that we have this multi-chain world with all these layer 1s, all these layer 2s, it just makes sense for application to be built on layer 0 Wormhole, so that you don't have to choose just one blockchain. You can have all these blockchains, integrated, and as a user, you won't even be notice, what blockchain you're gonna be using. All you have to do is connect your MetaMask wallet to the application, and then, you're just going to use the application without even knowing that, you're using Avalanche or you're using Clayton or you're using Ethereum. So if that thesis plays out, layer 0 and Wormhole could be very big, but potential risks is security risks. You don't know if the bridge will get hacked or not, so it's still kind of early whether or not, this could work out. That is all for today. I don't want to really go over, I guess I'll make another video on stablecoins and, neobanks and fintech companies. As I said before, stablecoins is a killer use case. So I'll make another video what stablecoins I think will be the winner and how stablecoins will get integrated with mass adoption, and eventually every fintech company like PayPal, like Venmo, like Revolut will use these stablecoins for payments, remittances, lending, and borrowing. So with that, I'm just gonna, you know, leave you with one final thing with Libra. As you guys know, I'm very bullish Libra. Libra sitting at $2.19. Libra is building one of the killer application that built on layer 0. So that's, like I said, it is cross chain. V2 is coming at the end of the month. Market cap sitting at 30 million. So they have their own decentralized stablecoin EUSD, which is backed by liquid staking ETH. You can earn a sexy 8% interest, and they got a lot of exciting partnerships that you can actually use a stablecoin for trading on exchanges. You'll be able to lend out the stablecoin. You'll be able to use it for payments one day. So keep an eye on Libra Finance. I do see us consolidating for a few days, and eventually will break out. I'm gonna say Libra has a chance to go up to $5 to $7 by the end of this month. So that is all it for today. Love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Again, join the community for Alphaverse. Just support the community. I'm gonna be making more videos. It's only 125 Matic tokens, and you get all the daily news, all the alpha you can handle. So